Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the 30th Annual State of Our Schools Partners in Education Breakfast. Please rise for the presentation of colors led by 2021 Golden Apple recipient Major Brian Williams and commanded by Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Helen Stein, and national anthem to be sung by Alexis Beatty from Mariner High School.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Woo!
Please give these students a great one more round of applause. So you can be seated. All right, this look isn't going to last long because I'm not quite a superhero. I can't see with the mask on. But I wanted to, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Marshall Bauer, and I am very proud to be the president and CEO of the Foundation for Lee County Public Schools. In fact, I'm honored to be that. And I'm honored to be that because I get to work with business partners like all of you and all of the educators in the room. So let's start this off right. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. There you go. I love that. Will all of the educators in the room please stand up and be recognized? And will all of the business partners in the room please stand up and be recognized? So as I started to say, I am not the hero in this group. I just dressed up like one because we are honoring all of the heroes in our community, specifically our educators. But we also want to pay tribute to the healthcare workers, the first responders, law enforcement, and of course, all of our educators. And when I talk about educators, I'm talking about school nurses, administrators, cafeteria staff, maintenance workers, bus drivers, and of course, teachers, and everyone else that works in the school district. One of the things I've learned over the last almost 15 years is when you talk, for example, to a maintenance person, they feel like they're part of the education team. So do the bus drivers, so do everybody that works in the Lee County School District. So thank you for that. I want to also just briefly talk about what a strange year this has been. So many of you know, usually when we hold these things, we entertain you, we sing, we dance, and we do different things. My board is very happy that we're a little bit subdued this year. Maybe not. Robbie, good. I'm going to get Supergirl up here again someday. But we will be back with a vengeance next year, so just be waiting for that. I also wanted to talk a little bit about the huge difference that we had this year, obviously all over the world, but the world of education stepped up to the plate like it always does. If you all will recall, when hurricanes come through here, who steps up to the plate and is the hero in the community? The educators are, along with the normal players from law enforcement and first responders. Who stepped up to the plate this year, specifically in this district? Our educators. We stayed open and we educated our students. How many of you are sick of the following words? Pivot, Zoom, and social distancing, and I could go on and on. We've got a whole new vocabulary now. But teachers did just that. They pivoted. They held virtual classes. They held face-to-face classes with masks, hand washing, social distancing, and they did it hybrid. I saw some of these things going on. I was amazed at the creativity to engage our students in the learning process. Unbelievable. My hat's off, if I had one, to all of the educators in the room. You did amazing things to engage our students in learning, and we as a community appreciate that. To begin this morning, wow, I was up all night. To begin this morning, I would like to recognize our partners at the school district, the leaders of the school district, our school board. God knows that's not an easy job, and we thank all of you for what you do every single day. And we thank you for keeping the schools open with the leadership of our superintendent by your side. I'd like to recognize each one of you individually and ask you to stand. Debbie Jordan, the chair, would you please stand? Betsy Vaughn, the vice chair, would you please stand? Mary Fisher, even with your cane, please stand. There you go. By the way, Mary told me she was going to behave today. I doubt it. Melissa Giovanelli, would you please stand? Chris Patrica. I have not seen Gwinnetta Giddens. Is she? Oh, there she is. How did I miss you, Gwinnetta? And Kathleen Morgan. Thank you very much for all that you guys do every single day. It is very much appreciated, and we couldn't do our job in the business community of engaging with the school district were it not for you and our partnership, so thank you. We also have some other elected officials with us here today. My old buddy used to be a captain at the Fort Myers Police Department. Now he's the mayor of Fort Myers, Kevin Anderson. I think we have Commissioner Ray Sandelli here. Is he in the audience? There he is. And last but certainly not least, a member of the board of Lee Health that is such great partners with everybody around here, Therese Everly. Therese. Now I would like to invite a true hero to the stage. He's on his second go-around as the chairman of the board. Anybody that can be the chairman of this board twice and have to deal with me twice, I said it for you, Robbie. Please welcome the president of Feinbach Bank in Lee County, and as importantly, I think, the chairman of the board, Harlan Parrish. So the foundation could not enhance and enrich education in Lee County without our wonderful sponsors. Here are some of our sponsors in action, if you'll turn to the screen, with schools, students, and the foundation as we work to help education heroes.
How true, Marshall. And I would like to recognize our major sponsors of this event this morning. First and foremost, B&I Contractors, Gulf Point Construction. Thanks, Gary. Gulf Point Construction. Another amazing business that's really pivoted and done a fantastic job this year in the community. Lee Health. And Suncoast Credit Union. You know, I think the CDC came out with some guidelines yesterday, updated guidelines, didn't they? And didn't they say you could get rid of your mask? So that was a great way to do that, wasn't it? So at this time, I'd like to recognize our wonderful foundation board. They do a tremendous job, and I want all of our foundation board members to please stand and be recognized.
You know, it's interesting what Mr. Parrish says about masks. Some of you know I'm a former prosecutor. I never envisioned myself going out in public and looking like this. I prosecuted those people.
How about walking into a bank with a mask on?
Right. We also have a bunch of contributing sponsors, so indulge in me. I want to call on them, and as I do, if you are a representative from that group, please stand. Edison National Bank, Bank of the Island. Finemark National Bank and Trust. Florida Gulf Coast University. Florida Southwestern State College. LCEC, Lee County Sheriff's Office, McGriff Insurance Services, Rasmussen College, RG Architects PA, Sanibel Captiva Community Bank, the Teachers Association of Lee County, the School Board of Lee County. They're tired of standing up. Wright Construction Group. And of course, our honor roll sponsors that across the board support us. Once again, B&I Contractors. Bank of America. And I wanted to say something else about Bank of America. They helped us contribute to the students and teachers over 50,000 masks this year. So thank you to Bank of America. Edison National Bank, Bank of the Islands. They're with us all over the place. The Fred and Jean Allegretti Foundation. Lee Health. Public Supermarket Charities. The Schulz Family Foundation. And Suncoast Credit Union. There are so many other sponsors. I would be standing up here until this evening if I did do that, and then when I said good evening to you, it would be true. So now we'd like to thank and recognize a few very special business partners that work extra hard to engage with our schools, students, and community in Lee County. First, we would like to recognize B&I. B&I Contractors provided professionals to present and mentor high school students during an annual engineering event. They not only participate, but help organize and facilitate STEM at Work programs throughout Lee County high schools. B&I professionals participated in virtual career panels with Career Ed Talks. They participated in Search and Sign event for the 12th graders to interview for career opportunities. They donated a welding table to the onboard Marine Service technology program, and the list goes on and on. One wonders how they're growing so big when all they're doing is working with education. So I would like to ask to come to the stage at this particular point in time. Well, actually, we got a video to play.
BNI is so proud of our long partnership with the Foundation for Lee County Public Schools in delivering on their mission to enhance the quality of public education in Lee County. The Foundation has so many incredible programs for teachers, but also for students. And these programs can be the real game changer for students as they move from their education into the workplace and into their careers.
The programs that they're putting in place and the activities that they're doing are of a huge benefit to our community and to the future of these kids. And I feel truly blessed that I get to have the opportunity to be a part of any of it.
I am a graduate of Cape Coral High School. I had some wonderful, wonderful teachers that were teachers as a second career, not a first. And they taught me so many life lessons, but mainly that life and career doesn't have a template.
I personally love being involved with the foundation, and I believe it gives the students a great opportunity to see what's going on behind the scenes at a lot of our local companies, and to get some idea of career choices and paths that I personally typically didn't see otherwise.
And that's why I help the kids, and I go and see the students and have such active involvement to give them that same opportunity that maybe that they're missing, to see that they can be anything, they just have to think about it.
Gary is our immediate past chair, as I said, and we would have recognized that last year, but we did have this event, but it was virtual. It wasn't live, and we wanted to do it in front of a live group of people because, as I talked about Harlan serving twice, Gary served 2+1, so he served 3 years in a row. He got combat duty pay from BNI for dealing with me. But Gary, we wanted to present you with a token of our appreciation with a plaque that, with the gavel as for the chair, that reads Gary Griffin in recognition of outstanding leadership, Foundation for Lee County Public Schools, Inc., Chairman of the Board, 2016 to 2019. Say that louder. He said he'd do it again anytime. All right. Another business partner that has been wonderful to help our schools is Wawa. Wawa has been an integral part of our school community. They have provided sandwiches, snacks, and treats to show teacher appreciation. They help with fundraising events. Their staff support and encourage while fostering community involvement with our schools. Wawa goes above and beyond to help and support our schools, teachers and students in Lee County. They are our second business partner of the year.
You know, it takes a village to raise a child, and it's also true the Foundation for Lee County Public Schools and the school district need the help of wonderful community partners like the two we're about to recognize. These partners are a valuable asset to our schools, students, and all the families in Lee County. Please watch this video on our first community partner, the United Way.
4-year-old Jayla Outlaw has one of the sweetest smiles you'll ever see. She and her 2 older brothers, Dominique and Noah, are posing here in what looks like a picture taken on Christmas morning. But these gifts didn't come from Santa.
The kids were so excited. They're like, "Is this for me, Mima?" I'm like, "Yes, it's yours."
Sherry Stallworth's 3 grandchildren attend Franklin Park Elementary School.
A year ago this month, they were in a situation where they lost their mom. So they were living with me Monday through Friday, and we wasn't sure where they were going to sleep. They needed beds.
Good morning, this is Angela.
The school put Stallworth in touch with Angela Jackson at United Way.
I talked with her, gave her the background situation, and that next day, I had 2 twin beds delivered to my house. They love it, and it felt really good to see the expression on their face. Noah, I don't think he wants to sleep in his bed because he was so happy to look at it, he didn't want to mess it up.
In addition to beds, the United Way provided clothes, shoes, and toys.
I'm constantly being asked by Angela and the other young ladies, "Are you guys okay? Do you need anything?" And if I need something, I will let her know, and it's there.
It warms my heart to know that we, the United Way, were able to make a difference in the community so people can sleep better. Every day that I come to work, I know that I'm making a difference, seriously making a difference in someone's life.
I didn't know that they would be a blessing to me and my family, but I'm glad that they are. If you can donate to United Way to help other families that are in need, I think that you should. They were there for us, and we really appreciate it for all that they've done.
The kids showed their appreciation with a homemade thank you card.
Thank you, United Way, for giving us nice things. We love the beds, toys, and clothes. You all put a smile on my face. We thank you from the bottom of our heart.
For Lee Schools TV, I'm Adam Wright.
One more community partner that we want to pay tribute to, whose work we are all familiar with, and that is Lee Health. They provide many resources to students, educators, and families. Lee Health was unable to be here today, but they sent this short video from Dr. Larry Antonucci accepting this award.
I'm Dr. Larry Antonucci, President and CEO of Lee Health. I am very proud, and we at Lee Health are honored to be recognized by the Foundation for Lee County Public Schools as one of their Community Partners of the Year. Through our partnership with the Foundation, we support our local schools and the teachers who educate the children in our community, who very well could be our future team members. We value this partnership, especially as we look at the programs and services we have established with the Foundation, including providing athletic trainers for high school sports programs, supplying automatic external defibrillators in middle and elementary schools, and developing outreach programs with our injury prevention experts and mental health navigators. As a major employer in our community, we also appreciate the opportunities we have to help students learn about health professions and explore potential career paths through the High School Medical Academy and STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Lee Health is committed to our partnership with the Foundation for Lee County Public Schools, and we look forward to finding new and innovative ways to support the safety, health, and well-being of the students of Lee County.
So I never follow the script, and we were blessed to have a member of the governing board of Lee Health come to the breakfast. So Therese, do you mind coming up here and accepting it officially? Therese Everly. I sprung it on her. I didn't even tell her I was going to do that. I want my picture with you. That's why I did it. So I'm also going to go off script again and just consider this a commercial break because there are some other people in the room that I really want to thank. I want to start with the group that helped us put this all together every single year from the school district. Jason Sill, Emily Emmerich, Irma Lancaster, Laura Howard, and Dave Alexander. Can you guys stand up so everybody can give you a round of applause? And year after year, when we were able to do this live, we always do it here at the Broadway Palm Dinner Theater. They are great partners with this community, not just with the education that goes on in this community, but all other types of things. Will Prather and Kathy Bernier, thank you very much. Give them a big round of applause. And now it's the part of the program we're going to just briefly give you a little bit of an update on what's been going on at the Foundation for Lee County Public Schools. And then that's going to be followed by an update highlighting some of the great things that have been going on in the district by our superintendent. So I would like to say a couple of things before we do that about what the teachers' programs are all about. Obviously, you all know about Golden Apple. That's one program. What you may not know are there are now 2 scholarship programs that have grown out of Golden Apple. One of them is for already teachers to continue their education at FGCU. And the other one is for new teachers, seniors, our students who are seniors who want to be teachers. They get a scholarship to go to either FGCU or FSW with the promise that they're going to come back to the school district and work for 4 years here in the district. We know once we get them for that long, we're not going to let them go. So that's just one thing that I want you all to know behind the scenes of Golden Apple, which shines the light on our wonderful teachers, and it's important to do that. That was our very first program, started 35 years ago, believe it or not. The Golden Apple program was started here. You'll see it all over the country. We own the trademark. I'll tell you as a lawyer it means nothing because we've allowed everybody to use Golden Apple. Because we think that that's important, that we shine the light on what I believe to be the most important profession of any. Before there were doctors and lawyers and Indian chiefs, there were teachers. And we also have, and I'm not going to go through all of them, and you're going to see a little bit highlighted on a tape here, but we have a grants program where we give grants to individual teachers, to groups of teachers, to whole grade levels, or to a whole school. And we've been successful at doing that every year. I think we're over $2 million in grants that have been given out to teachers to do unique things in their classroom. We also have the Education Resource Center that's open all year long. Teachers can come in and pick up things, or they can call us and say, I've got a child who blah, blah, blah needs such and such. We put it together. We're blessed to be on the pony system of the school, and so we put it in there and we send it out. We're also blessed to work with our partners at United Way in making sure that our teachers and our students have everything that they need so that they are ready to learn. We also have scholarship programs, as I had said, for teachers. But without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to the tape to do the rest of the talking. Teacher? Yeah! Marilyn Parisi, you are
We are very appreciative of the grant that we got. I have a variety of kids in my classroom who have all different exceptionalities. So the room was built to be able to meet all the students' needs.
All right, Susie, tell us a little bit about the project this past year, Solar Power for Garden Towers.
We had 4 schools involved in learning about solar power and hydroponic gardening. The sun powers the plants to grow, and we're able to use that converted power. So why not also use sun power to irrigate the plants and automate the system? So students learned how to put together a solar-powered system with a solar panel and a battery to run the irrigation pumps and grow hydroponic lettuce, tomatoes, peppers. So we had Dunbar High School, Island Coast High School, Harts Marsh Middle School, and Lehigh Elementary all involved in the project, and all the students were inspired to find out that every innovation they ever learned about was invented by somebody, and the next person could be them.
She was featured in the film, and I didn't tell her I was going to do this. I just like being sneaky about some things. Science educator extraordinaire Susie Hassett's in the house. Susie, please stand up. The second part of our programs are what we call our programs for students, and they include mentoring programs, scholarship programs, college and career programs. One real quick story to tell you. In our Take Stock in Children program, where the students come into that in either 6th or 9th grade, it's an arduous application process. The students come from lower socioeconomic homes. They have other multiple risk factors in their lives, like a parent in prison or single parent homes where the mother's working 2 jobs. I could go on and on and on. The teachers in the room are all shaking their head. They know exactly what I'm talking about. But their job is to meet these students where they exist so that they can begin the learning process. So difficult to do. But I wanted to tell you a real quick story about one of our students, and this is emblematic of so many of our students. So we were doing final rounds of interviews for 6th graders coming into the Take Stock in Children program. And we were doing it by Zoom, but one of the students who's in 6th grade came on. He was all dressed up with a tie on and a shirt on and a nice jacket. And I said, "Did you do that for me?" And he said, "Yes." He had sent us his resume beforehand. And I got to tell you, I've done lots of hiring over my career. His resume was better than many of the professionals that I've seen. He kept it to 1 page. He had a section for prior work experience, child care, babysits younger brother and sister. Then when we asked him, "What do you want to do?" he said he wanted to be an engineer. And then he presented a PowerPoint presentation on why he wanted to be an engineer. Blew me away. But that's an example of all of the great students and the promise that we have as a community. I've said it once and I'll say it a billion times. Our greatest asset as a community is our students.
All right, Nathan, so what does Take Stock in Children mean to you, and what does this race as a fundraiser mean as it supports scholarships for future students and yourself?
Personally, to me, the Take Stock in Children program is an extremely helpful program that helps less able students still see their dreams within college and aid in that pushing towards further education, especially with the mentorship program that Take Stock offers. It helps set a proper mindset for an individual, especially moving on towards different life choices that they might have.
Joy, how does it feel to receive the Take Stock in Children Scholarship?
It feels amazing. I'm so excited and I'm very happy about winning the scholarship. I know it's a huge opportunity and I'm very thankful for it, and it's just an opportunity that I am really excited for, and I can't wait for the future.
Perfect, congratulations.
The opportunity, and it's really cool. Thank you for all the love and support.
So the decision was made this year to kind of do a lot of these things, so I didn't talk so much. It's not working out real well. I wanted to just draw attention to a couple of things because I just am overwhelmingly excited every day I go to work because I get to see students succeed, and they succeed because of our educators and you, our business partners in the room. So our STEM at Work program in a normal year would bring a bunch of students out to various business locations in the STEM field to learn about STEM opportunities here in Lee County, to also direct them in the way they need to go to be educated to enter into those career fields. So one of the things we did this year, and people looked at me like I had three eyes when I said, yeah, we're still doing STEM at Work. And they said, well, how do you do STEM at Work when it's all about hands-on? I said, we're going to do hands-on virtually. And we did. We did STEMtastic and we did STEM at Work, and it was an overwhelming success. You saw where they built robots in one of them there with our partners at B&I. That was over 300 students throughout the school district that did that. The reason I bring that up is because I want to give thanks one more time. Dr. Jeff Spiro, Linda Mayer, and Clayton Simmons, guys, stand up. Thank you very much for helping make that. All right, so it's time for me to be quiet for the time being because I'm going to now bring to the stage someone that is going to go over some of the other things that have been going on in the school district. I will tell you this. For the last how many years we've been doing this, each superintendent has a bit of trepidation when the Partners in Education State of Our Schools breakfast is coming up because they're going, oh my God, what's Marshall going to make me dress up like this year? It was no different with our current superintendent, and he went along every year. I sprung it on him this morning. I told him earlier that I was going to introduce him as the superintendent. And he was like, cool, that's easy, I can do that. And then when he came in this morning, I said, please put this on. He did not give me a hard time. I just want to say a couple of things about this gentleman. Many of you know he's retiring. He's given 3 decades worth to this school district. As a teacher, as an administrator, as the head of HR, as the superintendent. Probably a lot of other things in there I missed somewhere. He's been a pleasure to work with. He cares about students. He cares about student achievement. So without further ado, help me in welcoming our Superintendent, Greg Atkins.
Thank you, Marshall. I find it a bit ironic that the day after the CDC lifted masking guidelines that I was required to wear a mask. But Marshall gave me permission to take it off, so I will do that. So thank you so much for being here today. A hero is an ordinary person who finds the strength to persevere and endure in spite of overwhelming obstacles. This past year has presented us with so many challenges, but together we have persevered thanks to our everyday heroes. From teachers to support staff to school leaders to district administrators, we could not have accomplished the success that we had this year without their admirable dedication to our students. Their heroic efforts made this abnormal year more normal and it possible for allowing our students to succeed. We led this nation in reopening schools this fall. We provided our parents a choice of sending their students to school in person or participate in an online learning model. To help families prepare, we hosted live social events with our healthcare partners and academic teams to allow parents to ask those questions and ease those last-minute concerns. We now have approximately 83% of our students back in a face-to-face instructional model. And of course, the rest of them are continuing learning online. So regardless of their learning model or the challenges presented by this pandemic, our student success is nothing less than stellar. Our students continue to set record graduation rates. 88.5% of the class of 2020 graduated on time, a nearly 5% jump over the previous year, and the highest jump in this district in 15 years. And we look forward to celebrating this year's graduates in person after canceling the in-person graduation last year. The number of schools in this district considered by the state as underachieving is 0. And we continue to make steady academic progress every year toward our goal of becoming an A+ school district. Now, all these accomplishments are driven by our thousands of amazing teachers. Their singular dedication to the art of teaching regardless of the circumstances. Our teachers deserve credit for not just raising graduation rates and closing achievement gaps, but for the daily modeling they do for students in the classroom. Teachers, our students, and our community truly appreciate everything that you do. I'm happy to share just a few of our many academic achievements by some of our individual students. For example, 4 high school seniors were awarded scholarships to contribute their education and become teachers in the school district of Lee County, through part and thanks to our Grow Your Own partnership with Suncoast Credit Union and the Golden Future Scholarship provided by the Foundation for Lee County Public Schools. 8 of our students were selected as semifinalists in the 2021 National Merit Scholarship Program, and 2 of these students, Brian Robinson and Carlos Torres from Estero High School, were named finalists and have been awarded a $2,500 scholarship. The Lee County JROTC team had an outstanding performance at Raider Nationals this year. The Mariner High School male team came in 3rd place, the North Fort Myers co-ed team came in 2nd, and the Mariner High School Lady Raiders is 1st in the nation. That's awesome. Ida Baker student Ivan Maxine became the first football player at that school accepted into an Ivy League school at Brown University. Ashley Alcaron of Estero High School was one of just 15 students nationwide on the American Battlefield Trust Youth Leadership Team. And our students excelled once again at the state science fair, with 15 students making the finals, and 3 of those students won first in their category award, including Mason Huffman of Trafalgar Middle School, who won Best of Show for his experiment to determine the efficacy of different types of masks. While working to succeed academically, our students continuously to look out for each other and extend a helping hand without even a second thought. Here are just a few of many examples that we see in our district. Through the Do the Right Thing program, in partnership with the Lee County Sheriff's Office, we recently honored 3 North Fort Myers Academy of the Arts students who jumped into action to get help when their bus driver had a medical emergency. We also recognized Cheyenne Jambron of Riverdale High School, who helped a student that was having a seizure get to a safe area. She called for help and then stayed with the student so she did not feel alone. Students at Estero High School worked together to raise $6,000 for Make-A-Wish Foundation. And students at schools across our district, such as Pinewoods, Heights, Gulf Elementary, raised thousands of dollars to fund life-saving research for the American Heart Association.
Keeping up with Logan Cronenberger is hard to do.
Logan is a very energetic, sports-loving kid.
He's crazy. He always wants to go outside.
It's tough sometimes to keep up with them.
Even at school, Logan's motor never quits.
I got it, Bryson!
He's go, 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 go. All about sports, all about people, and he loves it.
Can anybody catch you?
Not sometimes. On your mark, get set, go!
Though the active first grader lets nothing slow him down, his family remembers a different time.
When he was born, he was a healthy little boy. We were so excited to have our second child. It was probably the next day when the pediatrician came in and they did hear a murmur.
Got a phone call from Amber and I was just shocked. I mean, I was numb. I just didn't understand what had happened.
Within that afternoon, a cardiologist had come in the room to basically give us the news.
Logan was born with a very rare heart defect called tetralogy of Fallot. For the first 8 months, the family worked hard to maintain his oxygen levels, even waking at all hours of the night to check in on him.
But when he would cry, his lips would turn blue. So it really scared us. So we tried to do everything we could to just keep him calm.
Eventually, it was decided by doctors and the family that the only option for Logan to survive was open heart surgery.
Any type of open heart surgery is high risk. We really didn't know much about the surgery until we actually met the surgeon.
No amount of research could provide the reassurance Logan's sister Emma could.
And our daughter Emma, who was 6 years old at the time, was kind of like our little cheerleader, you know. In her eyes, she didn't really know what was going on.
I said something along the lines of, I'm so excited that for Christmas time, I'm gonna have a baby brother that's gonna have a new heart and he's gonna be very healthy.
As it turns out, Emma got her Christmas wish. Logan's surgery was successful, but his journey is far from over. Along the way, Logan's story has inspired many, from race car drivers putting his name on their car to private visits from Santa Claus. But nothing would be as special as the amount of support Logan received from his very own school when they fundraised in his honor for the American Heart Association.
We were up to almost 5,000 in less than 72 hours, to the point where I kept hitting refresh. Like, is this real?
Gulf Elementary is number 5 in the state for public schools raising money for the American Heart Association, and one of the top 50 in the country. So it is truly amazing since we have over 40,000 schools participate.
The school put their money where their heart is and well surpassed their goal, raising over $25,000. But in the end, the goal was never about the dollars raised. It was about keeping up with their heart hero, Logan.
Kids he didn't even know in the school were coming up to him, hey, I know you, you're Logan, and you know, we're raising money for you. And it's so awesome to see the support in his school and in the community.
He is a true superhero because he has not only made an impact on himself, I'm sure, but on the impact of over 1,200 students at Gulf Elementary.
So how is Logan a hero to you?
It's gonna make me cry. I think he's just special because he doesn't realize that he's special.
The stuff that he's gone through, most people have never done before. Even when he's sleeping, I always have an extra look and just proud of him and that he's doing well.
Do you think you're a hero to some of these kids?
Yeah,
And why do you think you're a hero to them?
because I like to help people out.
A true hero isn't measured by the size of their strength, but by the size of their heart.
So please help me welcome Logan Cronenberger and his mom Amber, our hero. Real heroes are all around us and uncelebrated. Many of these heroes are on our very own staff. While working to keep our students safe during the pandemic, they also worked on supporting their academic success. As we continue to focus on kindergarten readiness, we have expanded our pre-K program with the opening of a 200-seat facility pre-K center at James Stephens International Academy. In addition, we recently launched the Young 5 program for students who are eligible for kindergarten but could benefit by an extra year of social and emotional development. To provide further enrichment opportunities, we partnered with the Sky Family YMCA and the Boys and Girls Club of Lee County to expand summer learning for students at 7 of our district sites. Recognizing the continued need for skilled workers, we have responded by adding career academies at our high schools with plans to expand our technical colleges in order to meet that demand. Community partners and business partners have been absolutely essential to this process. And I want to give a special thanks to the Foundation for Lee County Public Schools, to Future Makers, the Greater Fort Myers Chamber of Commerce, Southwest Florida, Inc., and we also are grateful to local businesses and associations like Lee Building Industry Association, Lee Health, B&I Contractors, and My Shower Door, just to name a few of the partners who are actively involved in preparing our students for the workforce. Our efforts are receiving statewide and national recognition. Cape Coral Technical College Practical Nursing Program was ranked best in the state of Florida and 9th in the southeast section of the country by nursingprocess.org. Earlier this year, I had the honor of sharing best practices of our career programs with the Florida House Secondary Education and Career Development Committee, which was broadcast live on the Florida channel. We received some great feedback from our legislators and other educational partners across the state. Our team continues to keep our students as the top priority. Recently, we launched a new after-school program to provide students with help completing class assignments. Connect with Lee uses, yes, Zoom technology, to connect students with live educational experts, and nearly 2,000 students have logged on so far to get academic help. We also launched the Back on Track program to help high school students make up lost credits that they need to graduate on time. So far, 570 students have been involved and 236 courses have been completed. We've also implemented programs to provide additional social and emotional support for students and their families, as many of them need our support now more than ever. Our dedicated staff is always there to support them, and many of them go the extra mile.
Hello, Marissa.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, you guys gonna have a seat.
Even with a mask on, Vi Tavai always greets his students with a smile when they board his bus.
Hello, Natalia. There's Maddie. Hi, Maddie. Hello, Rosie. I've been driving bus for 16 years and love it. Taking care of kids is one thing that I love.
He doesn't just make sure they get home safely, though. He makes sure they get home with a full stomach.
Every Friday, I try to do something.
Using his own money, Tavai puts together snack bags for them.
You know, I put some little crackers and chips. There you go, boys. All right. Have a good time, okay? All right, girls. I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? Okay, bye. I see a lot of kids who are hungry, and my eyes catch on that they go home hungry. Have a good day. It's hard, but $25 a week or $30 a week, that will pay off for me. Just to see the kids are happy. You can have one too.
His giving doesn't stop with snacks.
There you go.
We have a family that their family has come upon hard times.
Gulf Elementary third grader Marissa Kessler and her older brother Caden both ride Tavai's bus.
We have like bread and cereal.
Once a month, he provides bags of extra food for their family.
It's good to help at least one family.
I'm very grateful that he's our bus driver this year. The kids and I have been through a lot. I know that they're okay.
But it's what Tavai did on Marissa's birthday this year that really stands out.
As students come on the bus, they usually have cupcakes when they come on the bus for their birthday. For Marissa's birthday, she didn't have no cupcakes. So I says, Marissa, you're gonna have a great birthday, go to school. I went back to the bus compound, parked my bus, got in my car, and then I went to Walmart.
Maybe an hour and a half later, Vi came back to the school. He had completed his route. He came back to the school with a Publix bag, and he bought her a tiara, cupcakes for her classrooms, and just made it a really big celebration for her. At the end of the day, she came up to me and she's like, Mrs. Beckman, can you take my picture with Mr. V? She was just so excited to show him the happiness that she had. 20 years in education, I have never heard of a driver leaving, coming back, and making a girl's day like that for nothing, for no reason other than he just wanted to make a girl smile. And that's pretty special.
He's amazing, I love him, and I just hope he has a great life. I love him.
It brought tears to my eyes because I know that made her day. It probably meant more to her than if Mom would have brought her cupcakes.
He has morals that are just what you wouldn't see in everyday people, and I think that's what makes him a hero, is that he uses his experiences in life to help others, and that to me is a true hero.
That's for you.
Miss Beckman called you a hero.
Oh. Well, I don't call myself a hero. I'm not here to have recognition. I do what is best for my students, and that's my job. I mean, that's what comes with the territory. I mean, I know bus drivers will drive because they'll just take the student home and pick them up. But I like to interact and just say hello, and just want to make sure that they're okay. Okay? Bye. I'll see you guys.
So please help me in welcome Vi Tavai, who is here today, another one of our heroes. Education is the most powerful weapon you can use to change the world. We've all heard that inspiring quote, and I think about when we hear it, we're probably thinking about young students. But we all know the importance of continuing our education as adults, and that's extremely important for parents. As our schools increase communication to reach out more to our parents during the pandemic, we recognize the importance of finding new ways to share information with our families. So this year we launched Parent University. The program informs, engages parents and guardians as partners, advocates, and lifelong teachers in their child's education. Just last week we had our first ever graduation from Parent University, and we had graduates from nearly all of our schools.
Hi, I'm Irma Lancaster.
And I'm Adam Malloy, and welcome to Parent University.
Right now I'm joined by Lori Brooks, who's our Director of School Counseling and Mental Health Services.
As far as college applications, if you have not yet applied, check your admission deadlines.
The idea behind Parent University is to provide parents with information about the district so that they're armed with what they need to know about their child's education.
Where do those seeds come from?
Well, those seeds are grown by the plant.
This year was particularly more important because of COVID and not having parents be able to visit campuses. How do we work even harder to reach them?
And this is great stuff that you should be able to do at home.
So we thought we would spice it up a little bit. And today we're making something called a mini churro cheesecake.
Well, that's our session for today. I can't believe this is the last session of the school year, Adam.
So this is Parent University graduation. We had parents engaged in a number of learning sessions all year long, and our team put together this graduation to celebrate them, their engagement, and their connection with the district.
It's worth the effort to watch it, to understand it for yourself as well as for your community, for other people that you know, and for your children.
I really enjoyed it because there was a lot of information that I did not know about, and thanks to the program, I was able to learn a lot of information.
This is really just the start, that their engagement here, we really want to transform them into leaders on their campuses next year.
The feedback from parents and what it meant to them really just showed the reason why we are doing this.
Super parent, super community, we love you, so thank you so much.
A hero is a person really intent on making this a better place for all people. We see heroes every day in Lee County. We at the school district have seen our community members come through for our students, whether they have students in our district or not. The half-penny sales tax is one of those examples. Unprecedented growth in Lee County resulted in the need to build more schools, and many of you helped out make the passage of the referendum a reality. With these dollars, we have and will continue to build, add to, and perform major campus renovations at more than 20 locations over the next 10 years, with all the schools in our districts benefiting from modernizations and increased technology and security. Gateway High School and Lehigh Acres Middle School are both set to open in August. Planning is underway for the Innovation School, an exciting collaboration with Florida Gulf Coast University, which will revolutionize education and improve professional development in our region and across the state. In addition, we are starting a process to rebuild Franklin Park Elementary School, which will be a community partnership school with the United Way. We held our first community meeting there last week and spoke to students directly about what they wanted to see for the future of their school. This community's generosity has been more evident this past year. As we began the school year, our community joined together with our school board to hold the School Heroes Wear a Mask drive in support of our student heroes as they return to face-to-face instruction. Nearly 41,000 masks were collected and distributed to our students across the district. We partnered with Lee Health and the Florida Department of Health, Lee County, to provide daily guidance to our families and staff on the best health and safety protocols and to provide thousands of vaccines to our employees that wanted them. Many of our families are experiencing unexpected challenges, and the United Way partnered with us to open up our School Resource Center that provided an estimated 1,300 students with 27,000 items such as new shoes, clothing, toiletries, backpacks, and school supplies. The commitment of our staff, community members, and business partners to children is absolutely immeasurable. And many of you here today contributed to that effort. And so above and beyond educating our students, together we have overcome many challenges from hurricanes to this pandemic.
School is closed and spring break has been extended 2 weeks, according to the Lee County School District.
Kids will not be back in a classroom until at least April 15th.
Everybody's going to be school, except it'll just be distant school.
2,000 laptops are on their way for Lee County elementary students.
We're going to be distributing breakfast and lunch at all of our schools.
District staff has really worked tirelessly to give our families and employees options for school to reopen.
We are going to be offering school face-to-face for all students 5 days a week. And there are going to be some extra health and safety protocols that'll be in place.
Our district, we want to make sure that you understand that your students are safe. You know, we're living in a tough time. You can best believe we got your backs.
I feel good about it because I know they're keeping us safe.
We have an option that we're calling Lee Home Connect. This is an option for students to stay home and get live virtual learning.
We'll all do what we need to do for our kids. I mean, that's why we're here.
By the end of this week, COVID-19 testing will be available for students and staff within the Lee County School District.
People have been amazing. The people in this community, everybody has really stepped up to help our school district operate in a very, very safe manner.
The successes that we have collectively celebrated are some of my proudest moments. Working together to build a better future for our students has been one of the most gratifying missions of my life. I've had the honor of speaking at this event 6 times, and it's hard to believe this will be my last time. Serving as superintendent in Lee County for the last 5.5 years has truly been an honor and a privilege beyond my highest expectation. You have all been there every step of the way. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you, and may God bless you. Thank you.
I'm told he's not leaving, so I'll get him back here to dress up as something. One more time, thank you very much, Dr. Atkins. So this year indeed was different. We invited half the amount of people we usually invite to this, but we wanted to make it go on because we wanted to honor in person as many of you as we possibly could. Thank you to our business partners. Thank you to our educators. Thank you to our community partners. You have made this year work, and it is very much appreciated. We typically end this because I like to shine the spotlight on what we're all here for, which is our students, by having them come in a marching band and come all around the place and just leave you with an invigorating feeling as you leave here today. We couldn't do that, but what we can do is highlight for you a performance by Cypress Lake High School Tag a cappella group directed by Gary Stroh. We've got 2 of them. One of them is a new one that we haven't shown before. The second one we showed virtually last year, but I loved it so much I wanted to show it again. Please feel free to leave during the second one, but I think that you'll very much be entertained by this. So without further ado, God bless all of you. Thank you for what you do for our students. We appreciate it very much, and we hope to see you back here next year.
They say distance is relative, and relative to relatives I have, I'd say I'm relatively close to breaking down, because right now I feel so alone. I've been missing the elements and wishing the elephant in the room would leave and kindly close the door. I can't ignore him like before. Not anymore. Oh, I miss you most at 6 feet apart when you're right outside my window but can't ride inside my car, and it hurts to know just how lovely you are. Be too far away to hold but close enough to break my heart. I miss your smile. It feels like miles, 6 feet apart. So far. But so close, like a star out in the cosmos. Can't touch the beauty I see. That's how it feels at 6 feet. Space and time are interwoven Well, at least that's what we're told. When I was young, I was suspicious, but it's true. Time sticks like glue. I feel so blue, here missing you. So blue, here missing you. So I think I'll build a time machine and go back to a time when we didn't need to measure 6 feet on the ground. Then I came around. That's not allowed. I can't go back now. So I miss you most at 6 feet apart when you're right outside my window, but can't ride inside my car. And it hurts to know just how lovely you are. Be too far away to hold, but close enough to break my heart. I miss your smile. Feels like miles, 6 feet apart. So far, but so close, like a star out in the cosmos. Can't touch the beauty I see. That's how it all feels to me. So far, but so close, like a star out in the cosmos. Can't touch the beauty I see. That's how it feels at 6 feet. I'm not a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say, 'cause we don't want your broken parts. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say, 'cause no one will love you as you are. But I won't let them break me down to dust, 'cause I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna stand the flood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come, and I'm marching on the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I'll make no apologies. This is me. Another round of bullets hits my skin. We'll fire away, 'cause today I won't let the shame sink in. We are bursting through the barricades and reaching for the sun. We are warriors. Yeah, let's go with because won't let them break me down to dust, 'cause I know that there's a place for us, for we're glorious. When the When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send a flood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be, this is me. When the